Hey, it's Randy from Funeral Funds of America. In this video, we're going to talk about the actual cost for $5,000 worth of burial, cremation, final expense, life insurance, or funeral funds for a 56-year-old male. Now, first thing you need to know is you can go directly to our website. Just about every page on our website has these free quoters, and you just put the state that you live in, and we're licensed in all 50 states, and you put the coverage amount, and then just enter in your birthday, other information, go click Get Quotes Now, and it will take you to a quoter, and it's the same one we use to shop the best companies in your state with the best rates, so you can be an educated shopper. Now, you can also call us at our toll-free number just in case you want to do that as well. Don't forget that, 888-862-9456. Now, the first thing you want to know as a 56-year-old male is $5,000 going to be enough coverage for your final expense needs? Now, if you're going to get cremated and you're just going to come home in a cardboard box or an urn, that's going to be between $1,000 to $2,000. So $5,000 more than enough, even covers inflation in the future. Now, if you're going to have a cremation and you're going to have some sort of service like a remembrance ceremony or celebration of life, that's probably going to be $3,500 to $4,500. And, $5,000 is still going to be enough right now. But, in the future, if you live to 56 or 60, 70, 80, it's probably not going to be enough at that point. So you might want a little bit more insurance, maybe $7,500. Some people would go $10,000, but we don't want you to overspend on this stuff either. Keep that in mind. Now, if you are going to get buried, the average cost of a burial in the United States right now is right around $10,000. So $5,000, that is not going to cut the mustard. Now, the only thing would be is maybe you had a $5,000 policy that you got years ago, and thought it was enough at the time, but now prices have gone up. So maybe you just need to add $5,000, and that would give you $10,000. That would be great. Sometimes people have a $10,000 policy, and, they just, it was enough when they, earlier in the, years before, but now it's not quite enough for their comfort anyway. So they might want to get an extra $5,000 that get them $15,000 total. So just keep in mind, you've got different options on this. One thing we always encourage people to do is get first day coverage or benefits. That's all we help people with at Funeral Funds of America. We don't even look at those 2-year waiting period plans. And you want to stay away from those. Now, the thing is, though, a lot of people would say, well, yeah, I want first day coverage, but, they ask health questions, and I'm not in the best of health. And we let them know, we work with enough different insurance companies that accept different conditions, and getting that first day coverage is not as difficult as you would think. We've got about a 90-95% success ratio getting first day coverage. Now, the only reason you wouldn't qualify for first day coverage is if you had like a terminal illness that you're going to pass away in the next 12 months, or dementia, or dialysis, or in a hospital, or in a nursing home. The other thing that happens once in a while is, seems like it happens every week, actually. We'll have somebody call up and say, hey, we had a family member die this last week, and, they didn't have insurance. We don't have any money. Their body's down at the funeral home, and the funeral home's not going to do anything until they get paid. So we need to get some insurance right now and get the funeral home paid. And we have to let them know there's no insurance company in America that's going to give an insurance policy on somebody who's already died. It doesn't work out that way. And it's really tragic that the person who died didn't care enough about their family to actually protect them at this time when, they'd be gone. And everybody knows they're going to die at some point. It's not a surprise. Just get this insurance. And it's better to get it while you're young anyway. So don't be that person that leaves your family in a financial and emotional hardship. Now, those 2-year waiting periods, ooh, yeah. A lot of 56-year-old males would think, if I could get one of those $9.95 plans from Colonial Penn, I'd probably get $20,000, $30,000, $40,000, maybe even $50,000 worth of coverage for $9.95. And nothing could be further from the truth. It just does not work out that way. If you look at this, Colonial Penn, number one thing you want to know about them is they are a 2-year waiting period policy company for their $9.95 plan. So if you die in the first 2 years from any health or medical reason, they're not going to pay out a penny in life insurance benefits anyway. So just keep in mind that, why would you settle for a 2-year waiting period if you can qualify for first day coverage? Ask yourself that. There's other companies out there that offer 2-year waiting periods to Mutual of Omaha, their United of Omaha product, AIG, Gerber. And there's other companies out there too. And some of those companies have done a tremendous job of convincing people, who are age 50 or older that the only thing they'll ever qualify for or the only thing that's available is a 2-year waiting period plan. And again, nothing could be further from the truth, because we help people with first day coverage all day long. So don't fall for such nonsense. Now, the first thing with Colonial Penn is, a 56-year-old male can't get exactly $5,000 worth of coverage because Colonial Penn does per unit pricing, and you've got to buy it by the unit, not by the coverage amount. So if we look at this, one unit is like, $1,370. So if you're a 56-year-old male, your $9.95 rate's only going to buy $1,370 worth of insurance. And, that's not even enough for a cremation where you come home in a cardboard box or an urn. Probably 99% of the places out there aren't going to do it for that. Now, also keep in mind, this policy is not going to pay out for the next 2 years, right? So it's got a 2-year waiting period. So that $1,370 is going to be less than 2 years. I mean, you're going behind really quick with one of these $9.95 plans. So we just don't recommend it. But let's see how close we can get to $5,000. I'm going to guess it's going to be probably around 3 units or something. Let's take a look. 3 units, maybe 4 is going to put us over quite a bit, I think. Yeah, close enough. $5,480 for 4 units, and that's going to cost you $39.80, almost $40. So let's take a look and see what first day coverage would be. So we've got $5,000 for a male, age 56. I'm going to click the get quote. Then we're going to come back and just double check this. Again, this is right around $40 for a little bit more than $5,000. And if you look right here, there we go, $5,000. This company here, Trinity Life Insurance Company, we work with them. They're a great company. Level coverage, that means first day coverage. And look at this pricing, $18.41. And the Colonial Penn is $39.80. So when you look at the pricing, that Colonial Penn is right at almost 200% more expensive for the same amount of coverage. And you've got a 2-year waiting period with the Colonial Penn policy. Why would you ever do such nonsense when most of the time you can get first day coverage? So if you look at the difference, it's roughly a $20 difference. That is $240 a year. If you live another 10 years up to age 66, that's going to be $2,400 that you overpaid. And you're going to continue overpaying on that Colonial Penn policy every single day for the rest of your life. Why would you do such nonsense when you could get first day coverage and much lower rates through Funeral Funds of America? Let's take a look at some different insurance companies. Maybe a company that advertises quite a bit. And you'll be able to see all these rates on that quoter that we offer. Let's take a look. Oh, here we go. Lincoln Heritage. Fine company, level coverage. They are just more expensive. And, they're more expensive because they've got this program that when you pass away, they'll call 2 or 3 different funeral homes to supposedly try to get the best pricing for you. They may do a couple other things too, but you end up paying for that service. So that's 27 versus 18. So roughly $9 more a month. So roughly $10 more a month. I'm just going to use even numbers here. So roughly $10 a month. That's going to be $120 a year. That's going to be $1,200 after 10 years. So think about that. if you have a company and they're going to make 2 or 3 phone calls and maybe do a couple other things and charge $1,200, a lot of people would say, hey, that kind of seems expensive. And yeah, I mean, it's not an insignificant amount of money, but why not save it? So what we do at Funeral Funds of America, we've got a free funeral and estate planning guide. And we provide that free of charge. You just fill out who gets what goes where you want to be buried or cremated. And you just include all the instructions in it. And you just keep it right with your insurance policy. And that way, when you pass away, your family's going to have all the information they need to exactly fulfill your wishes. And that takes that pressure off of them, both emotionally, and the insurance policy takes off the financial pressure. And you just save a lot of money over the policy, because at age 56, you probably want to make it to 66, 76, maybe even 86. So just keep that in mind. There's other companies out here too, but you'll be able to see that the pricing, just gets higher with different insurance companies. They've just got different policies and different underwriting criteria. So you can go directly, again, to Funeral Funds of America, and we've got these quoters. We've got a special quoter for YouTube, funeralfunds.com/YouTube, and you can get the best rates and the most discounts for all our YouTube visitors. You can call us at 888-862-9456. And whether you've got an existing policy that you want to price shop, or you want to add coverage to, or you need brand new coverage, or even if you just want information, just reach out to us. We'll help you out. We look forward to that day. And until that day comes, you take care, you stay safe, and have a nice day. Bye-bye.